This wasn't luck. It was pure grit and grind. $7. That's it. $7 was all that stood between Dwayne Johnson and complete destitution. Picture it, a failed football dream, cut from the Canadian Football League, his pockets literally reflecting his prospects. This wasn't luck. It was pure grit and grind that transformed that $7 into an empire valued at an estimated $800 million. But how? How does one man climb from the absolute depths of despair to become one of the most recognizable, bankable, and beloved figures on the planet? It's a story often told, but the mechanisms behind it, the principles he lived by, are a masterclass in resilience, reinvention, and relentless ambition. Today, we're not just recounting his achievements, we're dissecting the blueprint of his ascent. Part 1. The Crucible of Failure. The $7 moment. Let's rewind. Before The Rock, there was Dwayne Johnson, a promising defensive lineman at the University of Miami, national championship winner, NFL dreams. But injuries and the harsh realities of professional sports led him to the CFL, only to be cut just 2 months into the season. He called his father, broke and broken, asking for a ride home. When he checked his wallet, all that remained was a 5, a 1, and some change. $7. This wasn't just a financial low, it was an existential crisis. The identity he built his entire life around, the football player, had crumbled. The psychology of rock bottom is a powerful, often paralyzing force. For many, this is where the story ends, or at least plateaus. But for Johnson, this moment became a profound catalyst. He has often said this was the moment he decided he would never be this broke, this powerless again. It wasn't just about money, it was about control, about agency. Lesson 1. Embrace the failure, but don't be defined by it. Use its sting as fuel. Part 2. The Pivot. Embracing a legacy, finding a path. With football closed, another door, one steeped in family history, creaked open. Professional wrestling. His father, Rocky Johnson, and grandfather, Peter Maivia, were legends. It seemed a natural fit, but legacy can be a double-edged sword, providing opportunity, but also immense pressure and expectation. He entered the then WWF as Rocky Maivia, a clean-cut, smiling good guy, a tribute to his heritage. The company pushed him hard, too soon. The fans, craving authenticity and edginess in the burgeoning Attitude Era, rejected him. Chants of Rocky sucks and die, Rocky die, rained down. Another crushing blow. He was trying to be what they wanted, not who he was. Lesson 2. Authenticity trumps expectation. Trying to please everyone often means pleasing no one, especially yourself. Part 3. The Metamorphosis. Unleashing the Rock. Injured and disheartened, Johnson had another moment for reflection. Instead of quitting, he did something radical. He leaned into the negativity. He asked for a microphone, and in a seismic shift, Rocky Maivia died, and The Rock was born. Arrogant, electrifying, hilarious, and unbelievably charismatic, he turned heel, becoming a villain. But a villain people couldn't help but love. He found his voice, literally and figuratively. He coined catchphrases that became cultural phenomena. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? Know your role and shut your mouth. It doesn't matter what your name is. He wasn't just playing a character. He was amplifying a part of himself, a part that resonated with millions. He connected. He listened to the audience, interacted, improvised. He became the people's champion, not by being a manufactured hero, but by being an authentic, captivating force. His work ethic in the ring, his dedication to entertaining, was undeniable. Lesson 3. When Plan A fails, reinvent. Find your unique voice and don't be afraid to be polarizing. True connection often comes from unapologetic self-expression. Part 4. Conquering the next mountain. Hollywood. His meteoric rise in wrestling naturally opened doors to Hollywood. But this was a different beast. Early roles, like the Scorpion King, showed promise, but also risked typecasting him as just another muscle-bound action star. Many athletes had tried and failed to make a serious transition. Johnson approached Hollywood with the same relentless work ethic he applied to wrestling and football. He studied the craft. He took acting lessons. He sought diverse roles, moving from pure action to family comedies like The Game Plan, proving his versatility and, crucially, his comedic timing and charm. He understood the business. He wasn't just an actor for hire. He aimed to be a brand, a powerhouse. He recognized that charisma on screen needed to be matched by savvy off screen. Lesson 4. Never stop learning. Treat every new venture with the humility of a beginner, but the drive of a champion. Understand the business of your passion. Part 5. The hardest worker in the room. Building the empire. Dwayne Johnson's mantra became hardest worker in the room, and it wasn't just a tagline. His social media presence is a testament to this. Early morning workouts, constant travel, behind-the-scenes glimpses of his dedication. He didn't just wait for roles, he started creating them. In 2012, he co-founded 7 Bucks Productions with his ex-wife and business partner Danny Garcia. Named after that pivotal $7 moment, it became a vehicle to produce his own films, TV shows, and digital content. Jumanji, Hobbs and Shaw, Ballers, Young Rock. This gave him creative control and a larger share of the profits. He wasn't just the talent, he was the producer, the marketer, the visionary. He diversified: Terramana, Tequila, ZOA Energy, Project Rock Apparel, with Under Armour, part ownership of the XFL. Each venture meticulously chosen, authentically aligned with his brand. Lesson 5. Take ownership. Don't just be a participant in your career. Be the architect. Diversify your efforts and build equity. Part 6. The power of connection and positivity. Underpinning all this is an almost unparalleled ability to connect with his audience. His social media isn't just a promotional tool, it's a platform for motivation, gratitude, and a surprisingly vulnerable look at his own journey. He shares his struggles as openly as his successes. He replies to fans. He remembers where he came from. This authenticity, this projection of positivity, even while acknowledging hardship, has cultivated immense loyalty. People don't just watch his movies, they root for him. In an often cynical world, his genuine enthusiasm and work ethic are infectious. He understands that his audience is his greatest asset, and he nurtures that relationship relentlessly. Lesson 6. Your audience is your foundation. Connect genuinely, give value, and build a community, not just a fan base. Part 7. The why behind the grind. So what drives a man who seemingly has it all to keep pushing, to wake up at 4 a.m., to constantly innovate? It goes back to that $7. It's the memory of vulnerability, the desire to provide for his family, and perhaps a deeper understanding that his platform allows him to inspire millions. His success isn't just personal, it's become a beacon. He often speaks about gratitude and the importance of remembering the struggle. This isn't just lip service, it's woven into the fabric of his narrative. The why is powerful. For Johnson, it appears to be a potent cocktail of not wanting to return to that place of powerlessness, a genuine love for his craft and the impact it has, and an insatiable drive to build and create. Lesson 7. Define your why. A powerful purpose will sustain you through inevitable adversity and fuel your ambition beyond initial success. Synthesis, the grit and grind blueprint. So the journey from $7 to 800 million wasn't a fluke. It was a strategic, relentless execution of key principles. Embrace failure as fuel. Learn from setbacks. Don't be defined by them. Authenticity is key. Find your true voice. It's your greatest asset. Reinvent and adapt. Don't be afraid to pivot and evolve. Master your craft and the business. Continuous learning and strategic thinking. Take ownership and build equity. Be the architect of your success. Connect genuinely. Your audience is your most valuable partner. Define your why. Purpose fuels enduring passion and drive. These aren't secrets. They are choices. Choices made daily, compounded over years. The grit and grind isn't just about hard work. It's about smart work, resilient work, authentic work. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's story is more than just inspiring. It's instructive. It shows that monumental success is rarely accidental. It's built on a foundation of facing down demons, betting on oneself, and an unwavering commitment to outworking everyone, including the person you were yesterday. While we may not all aim for an $800 million net worth or global superstardom, the principles that powered Dwayne Johnson's ascent are universal. The next time you face a $7 moment in your own life, remember the grit, the grind, and the incredible power of a relentless spirit. What cornerstone of his journey resonates most with you? And more importantly, how can you apply it starting today?